What's going on, guys? How's it been? Move on over to the other screen. Let's see. I like this playlist. We'll use this one. Okay. What's up, Anthony? How's it going? It's been a while. Trying to get back in the swing of things. So we're back. The last major event for me was Vegas. Played in the calling, went not the calling. Well, I did play in the calling. Played Nats first. Went 1-3 in CC. Very, very unfortunate. Good-ish. Glad I'm doing better. I'm doing a little bit better. Doing a little bit better. Appreciate you asking. Yeah, hopefully everything is going well with you. We need to get together sometime. I'm gonna start exercising at some point soon-ish. So you should definitely be a part of that. Anyway, so Nationals, right? So it's 4 rounds of CC, 3 rounds of draft. Okay. That, the CC, let me pull up where I have it. I'll just kind of go over that a little bit. I'll got Talishar stuff in the background. We have... Alright. Appreciate it. Appreciate the sub. Kyle, you're the man. Okay, so let me find this. We have a team Discord where we have all of our stuff, where we have our records channel, and I was just lighting that thing up because I did get day 2 in the calling, but let's see. So day 1. Bear with me. Bear with me. Where did all this go? Should have been more prepared, guys. Okay. So, yes, that's right. I played against a Katsu. Okay. Katsu, very close game. I was playing Lexi, by the way. Let me move over to the list that I was playing. I can talk a little bit more about this. But I was playing Lexi, and this is the list that I played. A variation of this. And we rolled. Katsu got to go first. They were able to leak damage on turn 1, which is not ideal. You know, they're going first, leaking damage. It ended up 100% mattering. It was like down 1-1, and we got wrecked. I'm over here dropping stuff. So the started off great, 0-1, not that fun. Next, we play against Lexi. Okay, it's the mirror, right? So as much as people like to joke around and say, hey, this is not a skill matchup and this, that, and the other, I actually do think there's a lot of skill in the matchup. Now, you can high roll, right? Like if somebody draws Rain Raises 3 of a kind, they keep seeing the 3 of a kinds like back to back to back turns, you're probably going to lose that, which is exactly what happened to that matchup. So, very nice guy, good player. He definitely got a little lucky. Got some Rain Raises 3 kinds. I think turn 1, he went first. I decided to load. My hand was trash. Decided to load. Had enough for 3 block. He loaded Remorseless +1. I was like, okay, yeah, this is fine. I can like lay down my 2 arrows and then have like a relatively decent arrow, like a Heat Seeker or something next turn. Well, he proceeds to go, okay, 3 of a kind Rain Razor, like on turn 1. Maybe not Rain Razor, but still 3 of a kind, like leak a bunch of damage. I was like, crap, this is not good. So I learned a valuable lesson. Don't load in the mirror unless you for sure have to do that. Like if you have a trash hand, you just kind of got to do it. But which my hand was playable. Okay, I had a blue. It was playable. I shouldn't have loaded there. But regardless, they were able to go like 3 of a kind. Next turn, it was Codex turn. Next turn, it was 3 of a kind Rain Razor's turn. Next turn after that, it was Codex. Not trying to do too much bad beats, but it was bad beats. We'll just call it that. Okay, last round, or next round, I play against a Bravo. Okay, as everybody knows, I'm a pretty big fan of Bravo. So playing against the Bravo, I kind of know what they want to do against me, which helps me out when I'm playing against them, right? So I was kind of seeing what they were doing. They were just kind of throwing their stuff, you know, playing the most efficient hands. And I just kind of got there. You know, I usually just fat stack into them. When I say fat stack, I play a whole bunch of these extra cards. I've actually been messing around with this list. This is the exact list that I played in the calling. So for this list, I think I was running 68 cards into Bravo, 69 cards. And yeah, you get like a bunch of red hands and whatever, but you got to be able to block. You got to be able to have efficient second cycle as well. So more reds means more likely you're going to have gas for the entirety of the game instead of a bunch of random blues at the end. Anyway, last match, I was like, okay, I'm 1-2. If I can go 2-2 and go 2-1 in draft, I'll be good, right? So last match, of course, I get matched up into the worst matchup possible, Contract Viscerai, Control Fatigue style Viscerai. There was no shot I was winning that unless I was high rolling. I did not high roll, but the game was like relatively close in life total. They had like 10 more cards than me at the end of the game though, so like not that the life total really matters, but it was fun. The guy was super cool. He was from Florida, so we had a bunch of southern stories to toss back and forth with each other. But day 2, right? Well, I can talk about the draft, I guess, a little bit. So I drafted a pretty good Prism deck. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna like draft and see what I get. You know, try to get a little bit of elo maybe. My Prism deck was good. There was like 3 of us, but I had like 6 heralds, like red heralds, and then a bunch of 3 blocks and like a prismatic shield and like a soul food. And I was like, man, this deck is like pretty good. I got like some go again attacks too. So I play against Levia. I was like, man, this is like maybe the hard one. Beat him. He took like 9 blood debt out of nowhere just by not being able to turn it off. Like midway, I guess it was the end of the game at this point because they took 9, right? Went all the way to 1, and then my Spectral Shields were able to kill him because Hammer for 4 is good, right? So won that. Next round, I play against the single Bolton in the pod, and they had some killers. They had some cards, right? Some Via the Vanguards, like Spill Bloods. They just had it all, like 7 take flights. So I lost that game, and after that, I dropped. So still enjoyable experience. Don't hate how the games played out, to be honest. Like, it sucks that I lost a lot, but the matches were all very close, and I learned something, right? And I was able to take that into the next day where I registered for the calling. Calling, okay, this is where it gets good. Funny enough, I play against another Katsu, round 1. And this guy was also very good, right? So we're playing. Luckily for me, they went first, and they did not leak damage. And that was the reason I won that game for sure. So, very close game. Round 2, I play against a Vinset. As one of our southern locals likes to say, if you present a deck into Vinset, you just kind of win, right? So Andrew Lorenz, I think he was talking to Brian Gottlieb. I think that's how you say his name. I apologize if I have butchered that, but he was like, hey, yeah, how do you like go about beating Vinset? And he just said, oh, you just present a bad deck and win. So Vinset's really not that bad, but I have not lost to that deck in a while, so she got some work to do. She's really cool, but unfortunately, Lexi is a little bit more consistent than that. All right, next, we play against another Lexi. Well, first Lexi of the calling, 3-0, right? So we play a pretty tight game. No high rolls one way or another. I was able to block out a pretty good amount of time. Matchup is actually kind of fun. Like, I really like the mirror when there's not a high roll, because it is a lot of back and forth dynamic things. You're actually only shooting like 1 arrow a turn for a lot of the game until one of you gets like a 3 of a kind. Then you have this like back and forth dynamic, right? And then you just got to find opportunities, right? For your codexes and withering shots. And this card was an all-star in the mirror too, of course, as you can imagine. Like a must block, get 2 cards out. So we got round 4. I play against Josh Lau's brother, Michael Lau. And he got me. He's on big Dragon Dromai. And as you can see in this deck, I was not very equipped for Dromai. I have 2 poppers in this list. right? So this isn't my list. I want to give credit where credit is due. This is Matt W's list. We talked about it a good amount. He has all these wonderful matchup guides before I started messing them around. It was perfect, right? But this was one of the weaknesses, and we knew that, right? We knew that Dromai was going to be hard anyway, so why waste a bunch of slots on having a bunch of Dromai tech? So, play against Dromai. He's on Big Dragon, and it was not particularly close. He had his D-reacts when he needed them. All the sync belows, all the fate for scenes, all the flicker tricks, like any of those cards, seeing those in like proper order and a reasonable order, you not like have 3 of them in your hand or something like that. Very good for him. Very good. So, good game. Always a pleasure to play against Michael. But unfortunately, we got the loss there. So, 3-1. We're going to round 5. We play against a Bravo. The Bravo was playing extremely well. It looked a lot like Pablo's list. They all pretty much look the same for the most part. But I think he was playing some staunch response. He was on 2 pummel. That was a fact. We knew that. He was playing Tunic into me. So the reason he was playing Tunic into me is he was trying to set up a pummel CNC play at some point in the game. But I was able to read what he was doing. He set an arsenal, and he sat it there forever, right? And there were times where it's like, okay, this is a must-hit arrow. You have 1 card in hand. He blocks and just takes damage off like a heat seeker or something like, okay, so I know that's a pump, right? So eventually I get to the point where I set a Codex Frailty. That's in Mars. Flip it face up. Now I only have 1 arsenal slot. I'm waiting around hoping that he's just going to slam whatever his arsenal is so I can really blow him out with this Codex, right? And just present, 3 arrow turns or 2 arrow turns with like relevant on hits and whatnot. Eventually, I just set it there until I see a Codex of Inertia, and I was able to go Codex 1 turn, get rid of their arsenal, Codex is relevant in the next turn, and that really was the turning point in that game. So just knowing how to make those plays, if you are aspiring Lexi players, that's super important for those really block-heavy matchups. Okay, so we beat the Bravo. Next, I play against the Dash. Super close game. I had never played against Dash with Lexi before, and I was surprised. I was like scared. So playing them mind games. Okay, you corrected yourself. That's good. Sorry, Kyle. I'm gonna go back and read your comment. I apologize. I hate to give a Guardian player more resources, but you do a great job explaining playlines, so I'll give you a pass. I appreciate that. What's up, Zorby? So okay, we're back to Dash. So this was like a aggro dash mirror, like not mirror, but like an aggro mirror dash where they're trying to go like, triple T-bone. I've heard about this. I just haven't played against it. Where they go like T-bone, then Meganetic Shockwave, something along those lines. They blow up your entire armor suite. That did not happen super early in the game. It did happen, but not super early in the game. So I was able to play with the hat for, let's say, 5 turns, something along those lines. And we're both like super low teen levels. And he's just slamming cards, boosting like crazy. What ends up happening is he runs out of the cards, and I like almost aggressively fatigue this Dash player. And it came down to single-digit life total, right? So I think I was at 1 by the time I won, and I just barely won that. And I had to pivot into a scenario where I had to start blocking with my hand. And that's the power of Lexi too, right? Is you have your 3 blocks while also being an extremely aggressive deck with on-hits. So we get that Dash. Let's see. In the last match of the day, going 7-1. This is wild. This is a bad matchup too. I played against an Azalea that was just giving me the business, right? It was like red in the ledger, dominate, like put a dead eye on it, give everything all these aim counters and stuff. It's like dominate for 14, boom, boom, boom. Well, he finally has a turn, and this is super funny. Finally has a turn where it's not dominated, but I draw the best hand that I could possibly draw. It's double Rain Razors, 3 of a kind, and some red relevant on-hit arrow in my hand, and I have something in my arsenal. And I have Tunic 3 coming up. So they come in for like 14, right? I'm at like 20-something. The on-hit is like, I think it was Frailty. I think it was a Frailty, but I couldn't block. I have 2 non-blocks in my hand, right? So I'm like, okay, yeah, sure, take it all. And he's just like, that's weird. How did this guy get 6-1 at this point? And then I go double Rain Razor, 3 of a kind, binge you over, even with a Frailty, get them all the way down, and the game just got to the point where I was able to pressure their hand enough to where they weren't able to have a whole lot of like big dominant arrows. And at some point, I'm able to finally give a pivot to where I give them, because I played Perch Grapplers in that matchup. Perch Grapplers, the Hat, Hornet Sting. So that's 5, and then another 3. And that just got me there. So day 1, 7-1, beating some crazy matchups. And if you didn't notice, every single one of those was a different deck. I didn't play a repeat deck at all day 1. I thought that was super cool, which means realistically the meta is like, you know, pretty open, at least on a day 1 standpoint. Day 2 is a little bit different. Okay, so day 2, I go against a Lexi Mirror. You're going to see a theme. So Lexi Mirror, I'm playing against Isaac Crew. Okay, last time I played against Isaac, it was on stream, I think in Denver. It was a Battle Harden. I was playing Bravo versus Phi. I felt pretty good about the matchup, at least in Denver, right? But I guess I didn't have enough experience to know that Ninja is not the greatest matchup for Bravo at the time. So lost that matchup on stream. Feels bad. But this time I was able to get some revenge, right? So we're playing Lexi Mirror. We play tight. We have very similar turns, some 3-of-a-kind turns. I fortunately was able to see more relevant on hints than he was, you know, like a very key, opportune, remorseless here and there. And I was just barely able to push with the Rain Razors at the end of the game. 2 arrow, pushing like an endless arrow back to my hand, so on and so forth. But pretty normal stuff, right? So I got Croup, then played against another Lexi. Got that mirror, kind of the same situation. Right, we'll move on. I play against a Levia. Okay, this is a min-max guy. I don't have his name pulled up at the moment, but he was super cool. We had a pretty cool game. Lots of back and forth. You know, some key blocking turns from me where I had very nice 3-of-a-kind to be able to refill back up on like their blood rush turns and whatnot. And the game, yeah, I mean, there was no stumbles on his side. There wasn't like any scab skin turns that just like, you know, here's a double 1, lose the game type thing. He didn't run gamblers actually, so there's no way he can get a double 1 anyway. He didn't really roll the gamblers or the scabs until I think it was the end of the game where he needed to have 2 action points. He was able to get it. Was able to push some cards out of my hand, but Lexi does Lexi things and is just crazy efficient, of course. I played Tunic in that matchup. That was huge, being able to have a 1-cost arrow in the arsenal and be able to fire something back like that. Then these 2 cards here were insane into her, right? So Fatigue Shot, of course, like they like to play a bunch of 6s. When this is basically a 1 for 8 if it hits, because it makes their 6 down to a 3, that's amazing, right? And then Sleep Dart can actually just kill them. So it's yeah, it was good. All right, last 2 matches played against a Dromai. It was a Redline Dromai this time, but they had some insane luck there. They were able to like turn 1, make a bunch of ass, drop like Kyloria, and then go like crow my mirror guy, and I was like, oh my god, this is like follow-up turns, right? I'm doing my thing. Don't see a Rain Razors 3-of-a-kind or anything like that paired with each other. I don't think I saw a single Rain Razors anyway. The game was still kind of close, but what's kind of, you know, put me down to rest for good was they were able to go like early, burn them all, get rid of all of their attacks in their discard, and then throw a Nourishing Emptiness for Dominate with the on hit. Draw 5 cards. If they didn't have the 5th card, I feel like I would have won that game. Because they had the burn them all. I was at 2. I'm trying to remember. I think No, it was enough. I had enough buffer. I think I had like 3 or 4 health. Because they were able to attack with like 1 Ashwing, ping me for 1, right? If they had 4 cards, then they wouldn't be able to give their dragons go again, right? So, yeah, I mean, that's just how it went. They had that last card. They were able to go like, here's an attack, you know, blow you out of the water. So, good game, good player. Respect to them. Then last was Lexi. And this one got me. This one got me good. End of the game was like rain razors, 3 of a kind, blow you out. So, long story short, got 9th. I thought I was still going to be able to get that top 8. We were doing the math. We were crunching the numbers. Whole team was like, we think you got it. We think you got it. Like, fingers crossed. And I am now the Bubble Boy. I'm the new Magnolia Bubble Boy. That's okay. We'll get him next time. Hope everybody enjoyed the recap. Now, I would like chat to participate in this for me, okay? Because I have a couple of lists. I want to give you the option to see me play Lexi, or we can stick to Bravo. Just play Bravo. I'm happy with both. The Bravo list that I'll be playing, if you guys want to see Bravo, is Ben's list, top 8, Diomedes Online. This is his list with a sideboard guide and whatnot. I've been playing a little bit of this. I think it's good. So, yep, this is our option. So we're gonna do this, or we can go with Lexi. What do we think? I got a hammer. I'm gonna assume that's 1 vote for Bravo. I can make a poll. You got to learn how to play Bravo again. So okay, we got 1 vote. 1 vote for Bravo. Let me see if I can figure out how to make a poll. I think I have to do it on Twitch. Bear with me. I'm not gonna play Kano. You have 2 options. 2 options, unfortunately. I'm not so much a variety streamer at the moment. Maybe one day. Okay, I found the poll button. Create new poll. What should I play? Typing is hard. Okay, Lexi, because I got 9th. Or Vorvo, because Bonk City. And Vorvo is just fun. Okay, so we're not going to allow additional votes. We're going to do 1 minute. Let's just start the poll, okay? You guys tell me what you want. You got 6 viewers. It's going to be even. Even Stevens. If we get to 3... like 3 to 3. I'm just gonna roll a die. Random number generator. Okay, we got 2 for Bravo so far. Still 2. We have 2 active pollers. Gotta have at least 1. Come on. 1 more. Gotta make it a close race. This isn't even close. You guys are so predictable over here playing. Wanted to just see Bravo. Now, when the new legs come out, oh my god. I'm playing a lot. Okay, so Bravo it is. We're gonna play a little bit of Bravo. Let's go over to old Tally Shar. We'll play this request on DCC. Never mind. We'll just reload this for a little while. I'm ready to get back to some armories. It's been a little while. Missed the old armory days. We'll try to get 5 games with Bravo. We'll see how I'm feeling. See how everybody is enjoying it. So I'm gonna start my own. Let's just do the We'll do the classic. You know, if somebody wants to undo, I don't care. That's fine. It's all testing anyway. Just for fun, right? Have some realistic games. Oh my god. You just want me to lose? Huh? Well, you went 1-2 with Bravo last time and went out. I had a bye. Yeah. Yeah, I've had the same similar luck with Bravo lately. But Lexi's given me a lot of luck, but you know. All right. Zorby, I will do this for you. Zorby's the one in the chat, so he's being a troll. This is a very poor matchup, and fortunately with this list, this is all we got, so just got AV2. All right. Well, good luck. Have fun, Zorby. Don't cheat. His hand is cheeks. I guess I'm gonna AV2, but I would prefer. It's kind of hard. I don't want this card in my hand because I already have like a bunch of blues. So the hard question. This is the safer card to keep. We don't have Pummel available now with like the Tunic, like safe Pummel, right? So I'm more tempted to be able to pitch this and keep the Zealous. This pushes more damage when they're at 30, right? And we can only AV2 anyway, so this Aether Spindle is going to be nuts. Let me swap over to the other. Got to get used to that. Okay, Borvo. Let's see. They put a card on top, put a card on top, put a card on bottom. Okay, well, this worked out. Pretty happy about this. So we're going to send it. Then we're going to arsenal this bad boy. Okay, we get a 3-block out. If we had another blue, I would 100% arsenal that, but we just kind of have to put our best racing cap on, right? He's stream sniping. He's not stream sniping. I know Zorby pretty well. He's not a stream snipper. You can have this all day. That's fine. So if I hit the button and slam this, this gives me the most opportunity. Maybe he just lays his whole hand down. I could just kind of throw that. Blazes. This is hard. This is where it's always a tough decision, right? Because like I do kind of just want to like hit the button and go, but we have no defense like at all. But it is super early, so maybe it's right. Let's just do it. This matchup's horrible anyway. He has an Oasis Respite. Okay. This is weird. And it's, what are you... Is this normal? This is not normal. Get out of here, you crazy man. Neat. Oh, this hand's gas. I love this hand. Okay, so we can arsenal this. If they're playing a bunch of D-reacts like this is the new kid stuff, right? Like, that makes it to where your Kano activations are crap. I'm okay with it. Alright, so watch me die now. Oh yeah, you think my Kano activations suck? Watch this. Just like double blazing dead. Ooh, hit him with the hot, got him. Yes, sir. Oh no. No, I'm getting Oasis. No. This is the worst. This is fun. Okay, well. Consider me got. We're going to use Tunic so we can swing this and we can arsenal. How wild. Wild boy. Tome 2. Jeez. What a good hand. Oh my god. No. He's netting. He's not. No! Don't do it. No. I think I have to like just pay 2 here, right? He can grab anything. Okay, I think I can stop him from getting a blazing? No, blazing costs 2, right? Ah, this is where I wish I had AB3. AB3 would be so strong here. I think I just have to, like, kind of let it happen. Yeah. Alright, here you go. Go for it, brother. Yeah. It's a 2, isn't it? Yeah, that's why I didn't want to do it. Okay, let's play this. There's no way he can... He's already used like 2 Oases. There's no shot that he could do anything else, right? So, Storm Striders, he can like... He has to blind hit. He doesn't have anything. I guess he could rag. Oh, we're just slamming. 10. Oh, he's blocking with a 1. He drew another one. My man. Alright, so he's going to Arsenal an Aether. Discarded a Tome here and a Voltic Bolt. So yeah, I mean, for that to be the case, this card has got to be blazing. This hand blows. Yeah, I guess we just like keep the blue, right? We'll keep this blue because it's a non-attack. Or it is an attack and it works with Rouse more. We'll Arsenal this. Swell tidings. Alright, we always Arsenal this. That is the important card. It also works with Zealous. Forgot to mention that. Whatever random thing this is, I don't care. Creates a Ponder token. Nobody asked. Sure. I'll go to 21. Screw it. Zealous Belting. Not the Tunic. No. Stop. Why? Got this wild Kano deck. We were playing D-React Kano. Next he's gonna start E-striking, man. I'm gonna feel real bad. But I got the Craterfish. Watch out. So you always play the Arsenal. The reason is this is additional life for AB if you need to. It could theoretically matter against like a Wildfire or something along those lines. It's just there's no reason to give them information about what this card is in the hand. Just leaves you a little bit more open, right? So if you play this, I guess they're both like 3 life, but whatever. Just think it's a little bit stronger. And there's the last one. Okay. For this stuff, like I can't respect any of this damage. Now here, he can't do anything with his hand. This will give me a little bit more of an opening. I think we just throw this. Okay. And he's dead. Just kidding. We knew he had a sink below. Come on. You guys thought... Well, you thought wrong. Game 3. Got him. Alright. 2-card hand. What you got? This hand is also kind of cheeks. So, we'll just Arsenal this. We haven't seen another one of these. Just in case. I keep being a little bit ambiguous. Just in case he is watching. It's like focusing on his plays and whatnot. But anyway. So I think we just play here. This forces another 2 cards out of the hand. I can play this card and then Arsenal. Okay, that's fine. So now he's just jamming. We're likely very dead here. Just because lots of cards, right? We have to pray that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? 31, 32 health is enough. That is the goal. So wait. He's making an E-pot on top. Oh, it's a guaranteed blue, I guess. That's fair. Okay, now he's ragging. Yep. He's gonna put that card on top, have a guaranteed blue. Yep. This is smart. Okay. Okay. Sure. 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 We're definitely A-Bing. Doing as much of that as we can. Blazing Aether, so yeah, we expected that. Aether Flare is a little bit annoying. That might kill us, actually. That's weird. I'm gonna go ahead and crack. Get the extra resource. Alright, so pay 2. We're just jamming. All day, every day. Alright. Nice! The sigil mattered. GG. How about that? Well, that was fun. I don't usually think he thinks there's a bug. Oh no! That's horrible. Ugh. Should we? Let's just indulge this. We don't, well, okay. We're not gonna have to care about her for very much longer. Why would we play? Yeah, your defensive cards are wild. I think I played you the other day, just like casually, because I was playing against a Kano that had a bunch of Oasis and Sink Belows, and I was like, what the frick is going on? Super funny. How's the music? Please help me with the music. It's been a struggle. So hopefully it's not too terribly loud. New Kano list into longer matchups run Tunic and Sync. Okay, fair. Alright. Let's start another one. I was hoping to just like grab into one. Yeah, okay. I guess that's just the thing now. Alright, so we're 1-0 for the day. Yeah, this list is very good. Let's talk about the list real quick. We're going to listen for the beep beep. But in the meantime, we'll just talk about what you do. So, alright, well, never mind. I'm going to go first. Against Viserai, they can do a lot of like egregious things if they go first, so we're just gonna not let that happen. Okay, so Viserai, Ben wants us to play no sigils, no zealous, pummels. This is pretty standard, right? Like, I think the only difference between this and the Briar, well, this might be the same as the Briar matchup. Let's see. It is. It's the same. Okay. Yeah, you just kind of have to, like, do the thing against them, you know? This hand guarantees they have Scepter of Pain. Neat. We're just going to do this. Guaranteed 7. Get rid of some of their cards. Or guaranteed a little bit of damage, probably, unless they want to give us their armor, which is probably not going to happen. We're going to arsenal that pummel, that bad boy pummel. I was about to say they are not taking this. All right, so it's a 9 play. This looks like it's got to be a setup deck just based off of these two cards. So Sink Below is never going to get arsenaled. Noted. Okay, so we've got a pummel. We can choke slam, throw a pummel on top of it. Heck, we can even dominate it if we want to. So he's making a rune chant. Playing Read the Runes. I think what we are supposed to do here is actually dominate the choke slam instead of having more setup gas. Because they go like D-react, D-react. They're going to lay down their whole hand anyway and just play. It's kind of like what they want to do in this. So Unfortunately, I'm going to have to pitch that. For the pummel. Also depends on how they play. Yeah, I think it's OTK. That's why I'm making the play like this. Just based on how... They're playing pummel, too. Didn't notice that until just now. It's the downside of Talishar. Like, while it's a great tool, when they make discards like this, sometimes you just don't see it unless it's in the chat log or you click, right? So I wouldn't have known about that pummel. They're giving me... Spellbound Creepers, too? Alright. Watch me lose this game anyway, but it feels kind of like a non-game. This might just be like a somewhat aggressive Viserai. They just happen to like draw a setup turn. I think that's important though, getting that crush effect. Okay, well, they're just Blessing of the Occult. Okay. Well, we're gonna dominate, bad boy. Do it again. Why not? The choke slam. Worked so well last time. Arsenal this. Post Thorn Viz out here. I mean, that's fair. If I was going to be playing Viz, I probably wouldn't be playing Thorn either. I think it's kind of a waste of time, considering that you're not going to be able to use it. So, Scepter of Pain, fine. I think Reaping Blade is probably just the better card, though, just because it's a 1 for 3. Yeah, that sucks, but, like, it costs 1, right? You can still do your, like, general Viserai thing. This is... a Dominate Spinal. We're happy with that. Scepter of Pain. I want to pay for this. I really do. I think I have to and just like run the Spinal into it. I'll just get rid of that. Yeah. Get a Surge floating at least. Like having the Rune Chant, that's kind of a big deal, right? I think I prioritize getting rid of that. The no life gain text and Reaping is super relevant to the OTK-ish, yep. They could have like a hybrid plan as well. Like that was definitely a thing back when Scalata was around and before. Like people played Slogism, Ninth Blade. And that deck was not the best, but it was still pretty good. Like, it just kind of destroyed Bravo. Well, I say destroyed. You could play around it, and you have to just play like Dominate. I learned this tactic of like playing against Viz by playing Starvo, because the way you would play against that deck is you would reveal, like you would keep a Pulse in your hand as the idea, and you would reveal Pulse plus, you know, your other whatever, like your tertiary elements, and then play whatever your Dominate card is, and don't attack with your hammer because that lets them dig farther, right? So they're giving me a bunch of armor. They gave me one card, which is odd. It's like super odd. I think they attack here. Yeah, they have to. All right. Ooh, Ascendancy. All right. So this is probably. Man, I don't know. Could be Pummel. We don't have it reacts. So, what is our arsenal? What is our arsenal? I think it's another Command and Conquer. Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Rune Chants. We want to be able to like hit their arsenal card, maybe, right? Just give them a bunch of armor. Because this is coming in for 8. Just gonna pay for a few of these. All right, let's do it. We are not paying that one or that one. We're going to give you this, and they get Rune Chants equal to the number damage dealt this way. I think we just have to give these. There's an argument for not giving the crown to help unbrick a hand. Is that worth a Rune Chant? It's like blocking 2 damage effectively by doing that. I think that's probably fine. I'm okay with it. We're going to keep the hand too. We want the blue. We can make a surge and just smack their thing. It is a pummel. Okay. Well, there we go. What is this? So weird. Alright, well, they got me. The sink below would have been real good. Wait, no, it wouldn't, because I blocked from hand. Never mind. Ignore me. Okay, so come the Arcanite, then Mordred Tide, making a bunch of rune chants. Probably getting some other crazy big thing. I think it might be right. Okay, well, they might be attacking here. Yeah, I think it's right to pay for this and then just go Command and Conquer. Because I want to set this sink below, keep this card in hand. Because if they decide to set up more, I know this doesn't hit an arsenal, but it clears this for us, right? And we could play this next turn potentially. 2 card plus sink below, so that's like 10 block value. Plus the 2 armor if we need. This, I know it looks stupid, but like, I mean, they can't throw D-reacts at it either. They definitely play Rune Blood. Or Reduce to Rune Chant. And this helps fix the hand, right? So ooh, God. This is rough. Look at all this. Alright, so it doesn't have go again. That's a fact. So we can go, I think we just block as much as we can. Maybe 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. We can pay 2 here. Because if we do here, block with this, that's like blocking 10. I would rather keep the Starstruck in the deck. Just take another off turn. Alright, pay for this, and then 7. There's no on hits. Okay, we are not doing anything else. We'll take all that, and we'll give you the cripple. And the sink below. We'll arsenal the bubble. Okay, hand is not incredible, but playable nonetheless. There's a couple of ways we can do this. I want to use the sink below to dig into something a little bit better. Maybe. Looming Doom. Total damage 2, choose an amount to pitch the arcane barrier. How does this work? So at the beginning, remove a doom counter. If you do, deal 2 arcane. Okay, so it's like consistent 2 damage every single time. Does this? Oh. Okay, so it deals damage recursively. Interesting. Okay, so that means that I need to pitch this, and I'm gonna be just slamming Anathos for 10, putting this in arsenal. Like, what are they gonna do? You gonna block? Fair. It's a fair answer. Okay, go to 9. What a weird deck. It's kind of cool though. I don't know if it's very good, but still cool. Alright, so he's taking 6 down to 13. We're arsenaling. Well, he's not taking any of that. He's taking 2 down to 17. Plays another one. Wouldn't that be funny? Maybe the opponent forgets that this does not discard. Alright, no, I think they're fine. I think that card, if we ever get the second cycle, that's what I want to see. Scepter of Pain. So I can pitch this. Because I kind of just want to throw Cranial. Yeah. Doesn't matter what the pitch is. I think I pitched this just because it's closer to the rouse. We'll pay 1 for the loom. Then we'll make a surge. Throw the cranial. You must respect my damage. I don't think they have ways to draw cards anymore. Maybe they never did. Is there a card in Runeblade that allows them to draw cards? Like in Viserai, that's like readily playable. Kano fight's a weird one. Okay. Unmovable. Unmovable. Okay. They are making some plays. I tell you what. Blessing of the Occult. Right. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ah, that plays Crippling Crush. We're not gonna pay. I'm just gonna take it. I'm just gonna play this Crippling. And we'll stagger it. We'll do Crippling, Blue, Starstruck, I suppose. It's not like a particular best order between those two cards, I don't think. I guess technically I want the Crippling more. Or sooner, I guess. It is turn 10. We will see the second cycle at some point soon. 5 turns-ish. Okay, they're seeing every single dang D-react in their entire deck. I don't know how... How did it get this way? We're behind. Oh, okay. Got it all. Nah, hand's great. Got him. Looming Doom doesn't deal any damage to us, but this to me is worth taking just because we can dominate this spinal. Like, that's pretty important. They don't have an arsenal. They're like 100% getting clapped by spinal. Now, they 9th blade us. That's annoying too. Like, that is probably the best 1-card play that they can make. Kyle, you over here replying to my tweet? Like, finally, get out of here. You gotta give me a break, man. I was working on the baby room. You darn right I am. Golly. I was painting the baby room. You really gonna give me a hard time about that? Oh, he's just dead. Neat. Watch, it's gonna be another immovable. I'm gonna cry a little bit. I don't see you streaming. Well, you're doing a great job with this podcast, so I'll give it to you. Kyle, you'll tell me straight. Is the music too loud? You slacking. Slack-a-lacking. Oh yeah, discard 2 cards. Got him. Music is perfect. Love it. Love it. I feel like it's a little quiet, but it's good for me, so. I forgot to move over to the Talishar button. I've been playing this whole game like this. Can't move it now. Okay. 12 rune chance when I'm at 24 is scary. It's real scary. And oh, there they are. We found it. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I have 12 here. We have 12 blues. Would you look at that? I'm not doing anything this next turn. Not a single thing. Here you go. That's for you, buddy. Yep, pass. Hey, our pitch stack. Maybe. Maybe not. I don't think that is. Is it? Okay, hold on. It might be. Because we pitched... No, it's not. It's not. We did pitch one. Appreciate you stopping by. Yeah, we pitched one because we played like a Terrace under the first round of the game. Arc Knight Ascendancy. There's no shot that they can do anything. I think we just take the Rune Chant and have to give them the armor. It sucks because this is a Rouse hand and that would like basically kill them. But this is good setup, and Cranial is enough pressure, I think, to matter. They can't, like, pump this. They get an Arsenal regardless. They're not getting Rune Chant next turn. Giving them 5 Rune Chants is like a disaster, so we don't want that. We'll see Rouse on 3rd cycle. Don't you worry. Because we're definitely getting the 3rd cycle, right? So these 2 pummels. 1, 2... And maybe they have 3. Oh, well. Unmovable. Both of my cranials I played got unmovable. Not like this. Okay, yeah, that was not 2nd cycle. Next one is. So I can arsenal this because I think it's like a Rouse the Ancient's turn. Dread Triptych. I could actually just like do this. That's stupid. No, I should swing hammer. Here you go. Get rid of you. Okay, that is hammer for 6 and a search. Hammer for 6. This is lethal. Give me card. At least 1 card, please. Thanks. I love Anathos. By far my favorite weapon. I like it even more than Winter's Well. I really do. Winter's Well is better. But Anathos is so cool. Right, we got 2 cards. I am not very surprised. Hey, this is that hand I was talking about. This is actually the 2nd cycle. Okay, so Scepter of Pain. We can do this. We can just like literally clap them. Clap them up. They're dead next turn. Big dead. Big dead. 7 into 6. That's 13 plus. Oh, baby. I mean, they're just dead. Sure. What you got? Okay. I mean, that's like their last 0 for 4 too, right? No. They have another sink below. I mean, even so, right? Like, they're super dead. Big dead. And we knew that they had sink below, and since we're at the 2nd cycle, like, that's a guarantee. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They were playing 65 cards to start. Oh, okay. Well, they just have all the cards. Sure. 6. Okay, so they take, and then all we have to do is dominate a bigger attack, and they're dead. I can't remember. It's not Spinal. It could be another Starstruck. Okay, they're playing the Immovable. Sure. I figured that was the last one. Ah, yes. Guaranteed dominate. Alright. I'm gonna say that's probably a GG. Alright. GG. GG. We love it. All right, so I have updated the win rate. See what we got. Let's do Azuri, I suppose. Why not? All right, so we're 2-0. 2-0. I guess Azuri. Ben says, don't play Pummel or Unmovable. Play all the other cards. And I like it enough. I have played this matchup like once or twice with this deck, so it's not bad. They left. Never mind. They said, I don't want to play against Bravo. All right. I'll play Kano again. I'm sorry. I can't do it. I want more variety. More variety. We already played against a Kano. Somebody else can play me in chat if they want to. Zorby, you still here? You want to get beat up on stream? Play Bravo? Katsu? Anything? Don't care. Anything, anybody? Bolton. Never mind. Anything that I haven't played yet. Dash. Dash is new, kind of. She has been revamped. More people need to play Dash, please. Okay. Whew. We got there. We found one. Dromai. 1 AB. No D-reacts. No defensive cards. Just all gas. Okay, so they know what they're doing. Alright, let's go over to the full screen mode. This is kind of like free dominate. We can arsenal this. This stacks 2 non-poppers on the bottom of our deck, which is like pretty bad, but whatever. This looks like red line because they have snaps. So if that's the case, then excuse me. Then this Command and Conquer might be pretty good. They're playing Arcanite too, so it's like actually demands a couple of cards out of them. Playing the Pummel makes it a lot better as well. I consider playing like a Sink Below or 2 in this matchup over like a Pummel or 2, right? Respectively. Just because there are times when you're like, man, I really need to have a popper, and you just don't have it. It just happens, right? So, no popper hands. You can throw that Sink Below, throw it on a Kylori or something, because they like first attack non-Phantasm. And it's even better against these redline decks, because they're playing a bunch of these 0/4s, right? So, Pummel is definitely better against the big dragon, though. That's for sure. Okay. So, guaranteed hit there. They are crushed. Not that that really matters that much. Here's all the poppers. We found them. Living life. I'm going to arsenal this. If given the opportunity, I will pop with this Command and Conquer. That's cool. I didn't know you could drag cards. How about that? Learned something new. Break the Emperor's Nourishing Emptiness. Okay, making 1. Invoke Azulai. Okay, so I'm just trying to think about how I want the next hand to be structured. I don't particularly care for this Command and Conquer. I think this is actually what I want to pop with. Since we have one here, I want to arsenal the Crippling Crush. It's a little bit better. The bigger attacks, I think, are just stronger in general. At least at this stage of the game, you can take a little bit of damage here and there. We just pop the dragon. They have a couple of dragons that saves a pretty good amount of damage, right? So I'm actually going to overpitch here. just because I want to be able to arsenal this and draw a couple more blues, right? But I do want to make a surge. Like, the surge is important. Because I can do 2-card Crippling Crush play if I happen to go, like, pop. Now, all of this can change. The whole plan can change depending on what they play. If they have a Mirror Guy, if they have a Dromai that they decide not to attack with, so on and so forth. Passing Mirage, right? We are taking a turn off to just kill those. For sure. Cards are insane against us. They're also playing a ton of cards, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 73 cards. Like, this is just their whole thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 73. They have 2 Cyborg cards, right? Probably Crown of Providence and, heck, I don't know, Norn Gloves. Probably not. It's not Ghostly Touch. They'd be playing that against us. Ooh. Heck yeah. Get some armor. They have a bunch of 2-blocks. They have like a bunch of random 0-for-4s. That's sick. Okay, so ideally we pop with the Macho, arsenal this pummel, slam him with the Crippling Crush. Call it a day. Snatch. We'll block with armor if need be. Okay, so it's a passing. They're Flame Call Awakening. They did not play red. They're not getting a Phoenix from this. Not that it's not a big deal. They might just play the passing. If they do. No, they're just attacking. Okay. I take this every time. Just because, like, it's more important for me to get rid of one of those. Okay, they didn't attack. That's fine. That just means that we get to dominate. That's why I was more inclined to just, like, taking that. Come on now. And then we'll stagger these poppers, right? It'll be imposing, macho, unmovable. You always want to go, like, popper, non-popper, popper, non-popper. So that makes it to where if the game does go really long, you ideally don't want it to, but if it does, which a lot of times it does, then you will almost always have a single popper, and most of the time two, right? And that matters extremely when it comes to Lost in Thought, which they definitely play into you a lot of times. The last 2 cards in the deck is probably Flicker Trick, now that I think of it. That's why they're not at exactly like 75. Okay, we are an undoing fool. Thing is, like, if I do request undo CC, I still let them undo. It doesn't matter. They're not really being an ass about it, so just taking the whole thing. Sick. So non-popper, popper. Oh, this hand's sick. I love this. I'm almost tempted to just, like, take whatever they throw at me and just go Zealous Belting into Hammer with a pummel on the Zealous. Be good. This is go again, right? Buff power. Cool. Yeah, I'm just sure, take it. Absolutely. Me stopping 3 damage isn't that big of a deal. What are you doing now? I'm very tempted in popping this now. They get a free arsenal. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. I go to 26. They play their last card. If they don't, who cares? This is like a crazy amount of damage. This is 15 damage on the clapback with disruption. That's super good. I'm just going to take it. And it's not a non-hit. And they don't even attack with Azulay here. That's insane. It's so good. Hiya! To your face. Okay. Big boy Pumble. Humble you. Yes. Take the card. They're playing the flicker trick. Oh no! Opponent, why would you? Your flicker trick would have sucked there. I guess it's good they didn't do it. Oh, they... If I didn't react, they would have flicker tricked and then I would have blew them out of the water. That's sick. But you never do that. Like, it's just bad. You always want to pummel the attack. Here. His hands. Very good, too. Jeez. Big damage. This is a tough call for me. It depends on how they play, right? Like, what is this arsenal card? Who knows? It's a Dromai. Okay, we gotta start popping shit, unfortunately. So this doesn't do anything. Hammer for 4 doesn't really do a whole lot either. Pop. What do I care about more? Arsenaling the Starstruck, probably? No, probably not. It's very hard to play next turn. They haven't seen any mirror guys. I think I just arsenal this, so I'm going to pop with Buckling. We're always popping with that regardless. Now this is the hard part, is like, which one do we decide here? They don't have an arsenal. Yeah, I think it's just this. Just because we can't float the Surge. There's an argument to killing the Azwalai, but I think there's probably more so just attacking their face for 4. Just because they are so low. They have to start like thinking about what cards they want to block with. If they go to 6, that's like even better, right? So it's a D-React. Yep. We gotta burn through those D-Reacts regardless. So if they get burned on Hammer, that's like... That's fine. This hand's great. This hand is actually fantastic. Hand's great. Even better now. We smack them. Let me smack them with, smack the passing. Alright, so here. We're attacking you. Reveal. Yeah, I think we just make a Surge and hit the passing. Like that's an on-site must kill, but the fact that we have a Kogan attack is huge. Theoretically, if we had the ability, like if we had a Tunic, because I think Tunic is like not terrible in this matchup. What you could do is, if you had like a pummel or something like that, I would actually ignore this and just try to kill them. But alas, we do not have that. Alright, so it's going to be Spinal Tear. Just thinking about how I'm going to finish this turn off. Spinal Tear, Debilitate on the bottom. Spinal Tear, Debilitate. Hands great. This has no relevant text. As far as, yep. No relevant text. So I think we just lay down 1 card. It's actually always imposing. Because opposing does actual nothing if you have no showtimes. Also, if that imposing was a pummel CNC off of this hand. Oh, baby. Face. Face is the place. I'm just playing Smork Hunter from Hearthstone. We're just smacking them. Don't care. Smack your face. They have all the Hearthstone minions, and we just don't care. It's just everything at your face. It's fantastic. Love to see it. Face, face, face. We will draw a pummel eventually. Then we will command and conquer. Hey, appreciate the follow. Sketchy man. Lots of poppers. Lots of poppers. Too bad. Can't pop. Pay one. I take this damage. Don't care. I want to keep poppers. Just in case. They attack with the Ashwing. That's fine. We will give blue. Yeah, we can stagger here, so we can go Choke Slam Thunder. We're killing Mirror Guy. They have too much health. If they were at 1, I would still probably kill Mirror Guy, but there is an argument for it. You can go down. Terra Sunder is an easy block. So I thought they were... Okay, they are red line. We can obviously see that now. We throw this in front. How many reacts have they played? One sink below. They likely have another one, so I don't really want to prioritize making a Terra Sunder play. I might just play this Command and Conquer and can Arsenal the Terra Sunder, actually. Popper turn. It might be time to kill the Aswell. It is not time to kill the Aswell. What are they gonna do? Go again here? If they go again, that's fine. Pretty happy. Blocking with Terror. Does not go again. Okay. So this is kind of tough. Like, I don't want to take unnecessary damage if I can help it. I'm keeping armor more for... They play Dust Ups and... Like Dust Up. And Snatch. It's more important to keep your armor for that kind of stuff, or if you have a no popper hand for Kyloria. They do end up playing that. I think it's also important to keep an arsenal, but I don't think these poppers are where we want to be arsenal wise. So I think we just give 3, take 4, go to 19. They don't have go again. That's the last thing they can do. Okay, search cracks. We'll just make another one. We'll send Command to Conquer. Demands 2 cards out of their hand. What do you think BMF stands for, chat? That's their name. BMF. Big motherfucker. Lots of poppers. We love poppers. Pop, pop, pop. Ooh, Ravenous Rebel. What can we do here? We can dominate Spinal. We can tear asunder Hammer. We can tear asunder Spinal. But that's only if we don't block this and they don't attack. Which is like probably not going to happen. So I think I would rather block here. I think it might be important, depending on how they play. I think we pop with Spinal, just because Terra Sunder is a little bit better in this scenario. Like, this is a good 3-card play. This is also obviously a good 3-card play. But if we do this, we have no good 3-card play. So we just pop here. Get rid of their turn. Thank you. Goodbye. We knew they had Sigil. That's fine. They probably have another D-React, but again, we have to burn through that stuff. It is what it is. And that's one less non-attack in our deck. Sneeze. Excuse me. I thought they were about to immovable me. I was gonna be like, oh my god. Oh my god. That's the cabal getting crazy in there. Unmovable. Getting wild. I've seen it. And in the Dromais that play like 12 blues, it's not like unrealistic, right? It's not like, obviously that's not super common, but this hand is sus. I'm pretty happy, just no blocking. No blocking everything. No blocking. We do have one papper. One papper. I'm gonna finally give them some armor. Just to save on some damage, right? They're probably just dead here, actually. They could have a sand cover and like a sink below. And then block with that, but that is like the only way that they live. But yeah, they're just like super dead, right? Double sand covering. Wild. Nope, they're just dead. GG. They did have sand cover. Look at that. How cool. Double sand cover? No, I preemptively hit the button. I thought they were super dead. They did discard though. Okay, we want that, and yeah, this is let me just like hammer pummel. Hammer pummel. Unfortunate. Pummel could have been a blue. We could have just clapped him with another crippling crush. Yes, sir. Big dead? Question mark? Got him. Got him. Nice. Deck's insane. All right. Let's see who else we can bully. Dorinthia. There's not a button. No. I actually, I think you just like slammed the deck against Dorinthia. That's what you used to do in the past, and I'm just like happy doing that, I guess. New Dory is scary. No, Kronk. Why? They left. They don't want to play against me. Alright. Looking for Katsu. Katsu's fine. Cool with that. Let's go first, Katsu. So I actually have played against a Katsu with this list. It's like one of the 2 or 3 decks that I've played. They don't play Pummel. Unmovable, that makes sense, of course. Zealous Belting makes sense. But the no Pummel was, like, odd to me. You're playing Sigil over that, and you're playing 63 cards. So you're, like, adding up. D-Reacts are great, of course. So that's kind of like the add-in, right? You're playing Anathos. I love Anathos. So any deck that I can play it against is great. Oh my god. This is the easiest thing. Alright, this is probably a Katsu. So Katsu is the one with the pouncing links. And because they're playing, or yes, they're playing pouncing links. The crouching tigers is what I'm talking about. So they will try to have some crazy huge big boy turn. I'm playing spinning will kick. That's not usually a Katsu card. Maybe it is, I don't know. I don't play Katsu. But rushing river. What even is? Hold on, we gotta do a quick read. Hold on, I'll help you guys out so you can big read with me. Okay. If Torrent of Tempo is the last card, it gets +1. Why would you play this? How weird. Pounding Gill. This, they're full. They're giving me Tiger. Tiger Stripe. Their hand must be great. But they used an Artivore to stop that. So weird. Well, I was sure that Spinal was gonna hit. We're at least winning. We got there on the on some of it. Got 3 damage in. Okay, they had another Artivore. That's kind of what I was hoping they didn't have, but you know, it just kind of like made sense that that's probably what they were gonna do, considering they used 1 defensively. Rushing River, no combo. They could give it. They don't have momentum, so I don't know why I would give any more than that. I think I just like this doesn't have go again actually. I think you just give 2 cards. Yeah. Wow. It was that bad, huh? Poor guy. Sonar's so good. The art's great too. This is a 2-card choke. We can give... Am I okay letting this hit? I would rather block something else. I want to keep like a 3 block. 100 wins. Like, what do they grab here? Sure, take it. Show me what you're made of, Katsu. That's like just... So they are discarding Break Tide. What is going... what is going on? What even is this card? Oh, it's just all combos. How cool. I'm just gonna give them a 3 block. So +3 dominate when it hits, banish the top card of the deck. Until the end of turn, you may play it. Okay. Here you go. Just don't want them to like pouncing links me. When this hits, shuffle cards, name 100 wins you contact to your deck. Okay, here, sure. You can have it. No buff for you. No buff. Just all combo deck Katsu. Playing yellow and red 100 wins. Red Rushing River. Getting weird with it. Torrent of Tempo is a majestic too, right? So it's like, when are you ever actually like hitting this? Break Tide is majestic. +3 dominate. It's pretty cool. Or Flood of Force. Flood of Force, okay, that's new to me too. Let's attack. Put it into your hand. Flood of Force gets +3 and go again. So it's a 0 for 4 go again. These cards are cool. Rip. This is why we play Sigil, because it counteracts Kadachi. It's like I blocked the whole thing. How does that make you feel? Like, what is this? What is this doing? Here, take 1 card, I guess. Fuck, I don't know. I don't want to take any of these cards. I just want to throw this. There's like no on hit because you're not masking this turn. It's no shot. I guess I can hammer. Yeah, I'll make a surge and hammer. That's better. better watch out. Give it go again. He didn't do it. Oh, he didn't crack his mask. Alright. So next turn, we're trying to Crippling Crush. He said no blocks so quick. Game 3. Alright, now we're spooked. But we got D-reacts up the ass. Yeah, well, we haven't been blocking these all game. We're not going to start. What did he do? Oh, it's even bigger than that. Hey, appreciate the follows, Slimy. Okay, so this has go again. Because of even bigger than that. There's no way for them to realistically buff this, right? I think I just like sink below, get this. Like they giving up on breaking skill is huge in this matchup, I think. I'm gonna get rid of Rouse. Actually, I might get rid of this. Let's get rid of this. I said get rid of it, not what happened? Kodachi. Bluster Fist does not have go again. Do I care? If I dominate 1, 2, 3, 4, it's like guaranteed to hit. Okay, you can have this one. And if they give me Breeze Riders, that's like super cool too. Ah, well, there you have it. That's the game. GG. Alright, let's get some Vinset action, right? Everybody loves a good Vinset. So against Vinset, I think you could just fatigue her. You could play her as if it's Briar, I guess, but like, I mean, all of these cards are just great. Like, I don't even know if you need this. Like, what are they gonna do? Nothing is the answer. I don't think you really need pummels either. Let's keep 2. Why not? Alright. Norune. No reason to play any other cards. Just call it there. Okay. This hand is pretty cool. Is it worth attacking? Maybe it is. Maybe it's not. I don't think it is. You forgot what Ringate did? Played the wrong. Well, I played that wrong the other day. Tried to full aggro. I mean, you could do either. It's like not a big deal either way. I think this deck is just like heavily favored for us. But yeah, in general, like all they do every turn is they go, okay, Rune Gate something, here's some Rune Chance, here's some damage. And you're like, whatever, right? So, like I have a Pummel, I have a Command and Conquer. I'm definitely just gonna Pummel Command and Conquer him. Like, what else is he gonna do? I can keep the Pummel too. It's just like fine. Now, he's getting a Rune Chant off of this exchange. That's for sure. Which I don't like, but I mean, can't really do anything about it. I think we just give him 1 here. Take the rest, because we can make another surge. There's an argument to like keeping this too, I guess, but I should have pitched Macho. This card is technically just a little bit better in hand. They probably just throw Crown in front of us if they're very aggressive. Giving care of us. Okay. I will say this, a lot of Bravos actually don't run Pummel into this matchup, so this isn't a terrible block on their side. Yeah, so this is why I expected them to do first. But we're still going to do this. It's just good damage and some disruption. Like, they had a 5-card hand regardless. Now they're going down to 4. And taking a ton. And, yeah, armor being gone is always good, right? It's good for us. Now, here's the situation. This hand is extremely poor. So I'm pretty happy just blocking as much as I can. Shadow Puppetry means that we're going to block with this card and this card on this, and likely just pay for that. Has Go again. So Widespread. It might be worth... I think it's worth just taking an off turn on all of this. Can't play the Widespread actually, so whatever they played next is gonna be super mid. And we have a backup Pummel, or a Sink Below for the Pummel if they have one, which is pretty funny. Like, that's a super common play line for them. Okay, that's good for them. And they get to do a little bit of everything now. So pay the 1, because that's what we have. I'm actually just going to take all of this. This on hit damage doesn't actually matter, and the Sink Below I think is better saved. Get rid of Arouse. That's actually a fine hit. I'm super concerned about that going away. Widespread. Envelop. So they're coming in for 9, for sure. Now here, I'm going to pitch this. We'll probably just block here. I'm going to swing Hammer. Block. Give you Vapor Scene. Oh. Pass through too quickly. We'll keep that on top. Any of these defensive cards, I never really like bottoming, because I want my second cycle to always be better. That's kind of like a rule of thumb that I follow. So you can see, like, I'm taking a more defensive stance against this deck. Like, I know I took a bunch of damage there, but I think having a Sink Below for a relevant on-hit is more important than just the vanilla damage that actually was just coming up. So we will find a point to pivot. It's no worries. It's probably not going to be next hand, considering there's Sigil. If we had a Surge, we could make this play, but it's likely just going to be blocked and then pitch this. Or pitch this for AB. They banish Spellblade because they can't play this otherwise. I don't want to set them up with more Rune Chance, so we'll just block these two, and then we'll just Sigil on our turn. Like, they just can't really do anything. All right, Sigil, pass. I always wonder whenever I play a Sigil if somebody's gonna play like Poison the Well. Just fuck me up. Oh, you're gonna gain 3? Actually take 3. Got him. The other nice thing about having sync in the arsenal is if you ever have like a weird turn, right? Or a weird hand, you can always just fix it. Like, let's say I had 4 reds and unmovable. I can just get rid of the unmovable, right? Just chip it to the bottom. It's a fine second cycle card. They did nothing. Interesting. All right, well, we did talk about movable. I have a lot of D-Reacts anyway. I'm actually going to pitch it for a surge. And then I'm going to attack with Yield Hammer. Keep this one. This is... I'm more inclined to block with Chokeslam than I am Thunder. My pitch stack kind of sucks anyway, so I don't mind seeing the other unmovable kind of soonish. We're going to see a bunch of reds, like, really soon. Okay, we got rid of Deathly Well. Vexing. This could be a creeper's turn. Mob Skies, okay. Are they paying or not paying? Alright, so this is just for 4. Their last card could be something pretty beefy. I think I'm okay with just paying all of these and trying to negate this effect. Chokeslam's technically the better one. Hey, appreciate the follow. What's up, Clark? Haven't seen you in a while. Hope you're doing well. Alright, so it is a pummel. We have this. That's happy-go-lucky for us. I want to see more reacts. Go ahead and get those out of my deck. So I'm going to bottom that. Try to see something red. Then we're going to give you that. I'm fine with keeping this card in hand. And then, yeah, I expected Flail. I'm okay. This is kind of like a block 2 in this scenario. Because it's not giving them a rune champ. And it also dealt them one. Oh man, the value. Can't beat that. They get 2 rune champs. I'm missing something. Destructive. Or destruction. Widespread destruction. They're not really doing anything else. This is 1, 2. They didn't pay. Let's pitch you. 1. 1. Easy. Look at that. If I get pummeled here, it's kind of sad. But yeah, okay. It is what it is. That's fine. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense to play around the pummel. Well, there's another one. Mob Skies. Deathly Whale. Okay. I'm not going to take that. I'll give them some rune chance. We're going to block here and here. They can't feasibly pummel us. And then we'll Command and Conquer back because they don't have Crown of Providence. That'll get 2 cards out of their hand. Or their armor, which is great. Then we'll set up a Surge for the Crippling Crush next turn. Yeah, we'll just, I'll let you have it. I'll let you have it. It's going to make the destruction pretty good next turn too, which is kind of unfortunate, but ideally we're going to have a couple of 3 blocks and a couple of blues to be able to play this. Rampart puts in work in this matchup, for sure. I've actually played Rampart in this matchup, and it's like a buy if you do that. But I don't think it's super necessary, especially with Briar out. So I like having the extra slot. I wish we can get rid of Buckle. Or Buckler, honestly. If I could play Anathos in every matchup, I'd be a happy guy. No way. No way. Big take. Take the whole thing? Blow up Arsenal? That must be insane. I'm probably just going to crown this crippling now, based on that. Ah, let's see. Funeral Moon. Yeah, we have to crown the crippling now. Ah. Okay. Ooh, I can 2-card Spinal. No way. No way. I'm in. I'm in. +5. Well, we are no way, no how gonna be able to stop all of this. Waiting patiently. Just 1, 2. Goodbye. 16 all. They've done a very good job at keeping our life total super low. I love it when I get to 2-card Spinal and then get like refresh my Seismic and make it dominate. That's so good. So good. Now this likely isn't going to hit for go again. It might. Very well could, but they have no setup. So yeah. They're playing a very good game. This is the closest it's been in a long time against a deck like this. Envelop. That doesn't work, brother. You're super fucked. Huh. Spinal has text. Big oof. And then we just send 10 and they're like, oh, okay. Cool. I think it's cool. Spinal does indeed have text. Envelop is not an instant. Believe it or not. It is an action. And that used your action. Go again? No, sir. Pretend it doesn't exist. Just give me all the cards. You're just going to play Deathly Well next turn. It's fine. We all know. If you take this... Okay. I was about to say. Jeez. Keeping that armor. They're holding on to it for dear life. Oh, this hand is insane. They're dead. Goodbye. GG. I'm actually going to... I'm going to take every single bit of this. I'm going to pass reactions if they happen to pummel. Okay. They do. This is why. So this goes up to 8. I can't play this crippling anymore. Super unfortunate. So I think I'm going to sink below, get rid of the crippling. Then I might end up using this unmovable to cover up as much of this as I can. Okay, Command and Conquer isn't like that good. How many pummels have we used? We've used 1, so that means we are very likely to have 1 or even 2 next turn. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. Then send 4, arsenal this. Or is still lethal. But they could just give me Carapace. 4 card hand versus my 5 card hand. Me at 11, them at 3. I'm feeling pretty good. So that was the situation where we're playing to not lose, since we're already ahead, right? I think Fino had a very good video where he was talking about like, no, I remember now. It was a Man Sand stream, and Fino was on there, and he was talking about like playing not to lose when you're ahead in a situation like this. I think that is a very good mindset, especially when you're playing a control deck. Okay, this hand is very mid. Okay, they're gonna come in for 10. That's pretty cool. The Deathly Delight, that's the one that gains a life. So did they pay? They did pay. Okay, it's net positive for them to pay here anyway, because it guarantees makes me lose some life. They don't have an arsenal. I think it's better just to like take this. Of course, it's unpreventable. There's no reason to prevent 1. Then I'm gonna stop 9 of it. Just call it a day. Like we're already getting the on hit trigger. And then we're actually gonna gain some life. Or no, we go back to 10, right? That's fine. Oh, we only had 2 pummels, so it's like next hand. Well, next hand. This is the last hand, last card. Develop. They're at 3, 34, coming in for 5. Is there a world? Okay, we're throwing Command and Conquer, I think, so we need to... I don't think we want them to set up any more than we have to. So I can give them Crater Fist here. I think that's right. Give them Crater, then Fate Foreseen. We'll see that it's like a pummel, right? Oh, no. Okay, next one. Next one. I could have pitched the pummel earlier, too. I just don't remember. I'm pretty sure we have 2. Okay. But we're going to make a Surge and do this, and we can Arsenal the Starstruck. Still a very good play. They might give us their armor at this stage. They have no rune chance. Give me a bunch of 2 blocks. 2 block hands. Absolutely. Nice. Nice. We got so much. So much out of that. Our boy is doing us good. See, there he is. Just in time for me not to be able to play my card. This is just a pummel play, though. So we just hammer. As weird as this looks, like, this is definitely correct. Let me get my... My win rate messed up. We gotta mess with that a little bit. Yeah, they know. They know. Okay, sure. You're just dead? Sick. Are you dead now, Mr. Vinset? Good game. Good game. Alright. See who else we can fight. We'll do one more. Remind me. Let's see. We played Katsu, Vinset, Kano. Who else did we play? Could just look at the results, right? There's a lot more results. Oh my god. Viserai. Viserai. Yeah, the results on this deck are pretty... they're pretty good. Oh boy. 100% win rate. Crazy. Alright, let's try Lexi. I would really like to see how this goes. I'm not very good into Lexi. Like, as a... just personally. Not very good. But we'll try it. This is where the rust is going to show against the best deck. Alright. Good luck to this Lexi. Now, if they're on, like, Death Dealer Lexi or something like that, that's where it's going to be annoying. Because I actually do have one where I played against Lexi. You can see here, I have one win, but it was Death Dealer, like, Mask Lexi. And they were doing an Azalea cosplay, and they were doing a really good job for a majority of the game until they didn't draw arrows anymore, and then they just died. Okay, so this is actually just Lexi. So, there's no way to actually, like, play these cards realistically. I think we just make a Surge. Pass priority, see what they do. I guess technically I should not make a Surge so I can Spinal them. But I really want to have this Arsenal sync anyway. Okay, they're pitching Remembrance. Sleep Dart. Okay, okay. So we could theoretically, like, force the Hornet Sting out by not pitching this. This is probably a mistake. Like, first turn of this game is super critical. I've seen both sides. Another load. Blue Withering Shot. They have Snapdragons too. Like, I might just go full ham on their face and say get wrecked. Like, they're probably going to go Snapdragons, Sleep Dart next turn. Or Sleep Dart, Snapdragons in that order. This is free damage by doing that. We got a Surge. We could dominate this. We have a block here if we want to. We'll see how they play. Like, it's very much a hand where we might just have to block, depending on what they have. But if they just present a bunch of vanilla damage, like, who cares? But Blue Withering. You wanted to load a Blue Withering. Okay, so I'm pretty happy, I think, giving Boots here and then Arsenal, because it allows me to make a Spinal Crush play. Okay. We know you are snapping. If you weren't, that would be pretty wild. Pretty wild. I'm going to keep these cards. They all block decently well. Sigil obviously does not. Now we cannot dominate, so this is probably going to be... Yeah. With them not blocking, it makes sense that that was a rain. I kind of like had an idea that that was probably it, but... Okay, 0 cost arrow. That's damage, don't care. It is coming in for 6, though. That is a lot. I think we just take this. This is 5. We can make a Surge next turn, play Spinal, gets a couple of cards out of their hand. Get the Arsenal Sigil. Wait around for a little while. Nice. No Codex blowout. So they went 3 arrow turn there. It's like not the worst rain, but like with 2 Arsenal arrows and blowing your snaps that early, that feels like you could have done a little bit better. Of course, the reason we're not dominating is because we got sleep darted. It's fine. Yeah, yep. It makes sense to do that. Just in this situation, I wanted the blues and the guaranteed blocking cards. Alright, probably going to take a damage here. Sure did. It's a blue Searing Shot, so they're going to have resources. And they're... Okay, so, like, this actually doesn't do anything. Like, there's no trigger, but it does stop the crush, of course. Free Arsenal. Oops. Now they know. CNC, we can Arsenal Crippling. I'm going to play all of these cards, probably. Okay, pitching a Rain Razors, so that's their only resource card coming in. +1 attack. It was good. Good for them. Okay, so I can't... Man, I think it's better to Arsenal the Fate, just in general. So I'm gonna give these two. I don't know, man. This is a tough situation here because, like, we know the top card of their deck is just like a shitter blue. And we could dominate this and just go crazy on their face, like the following turn, because we're getting a guaranteed Surge. I'm going to take the greedy line and play Favor Scene. Yep, we are keeping that on top. Faux show. Faux show. Where we're getting pressed. Now this CNC sucks. Whatever. This is a better Arsenal. Is there any world... I think we actually play this. Just for damage. Okay, so we got to think about the lightning presses now. And this bluffs pummel anyway, so like this is fine. they just don't care. Which is fair. I mean, if I was them, I wouldn't care either. Now I wish I had blocked with this and then had the paper scene, right? But woe is me. This is another hand where I want to just play the Spinal, I think. The on hit on this is... I don't think it's super relevant at this stage. Like, what... Yeah. It could give them one extra fire. That could be annoying. But that means they have one less arrow next turn. Do they reload? That is the question. They do. Oh, they just got blown out. I'll let them undo, though. Yeah. In a real tournament, they would have got wrecked right there. You have to flip the Lexi. Flip the Lexi. There we go. So we know it's blue shearing shot. Fatigue shot. Go again. Okay, they're just going full gas, no brakes. Here you go. Here's the shield. Then we're going to Spinal, and they're not going to be able to do anything. And then the following turn, we're going to... I actually kind of want to top this, just to guarantee to have a blue, since we do have a crippling. It might be wrong. I do generally agree with, like, cycling more to get your other D-reacts. We're going to just take 3 here, that's fine. This is like guaranteed hit or crush. I don't think there's anything that they could possibly have unless they're playing a super weird, like, unconventional card. They're not giving away their hat. Like, if they do, then we could just full pivot to Fatigue and they're dead. Like, super dead. Okay, so I'm taking 7, it looks like. Neat. Okay, glad I kept the blue. Big deal. D-reacts are great. They have their own target. +1, right? Okay, easy cleanup. Super good. Now, Codex would be pretty annoying next turn, but with them only having 2 cards, it's like, whatever, right? Oh, no. Sure. What a hand. Well, we're at 15. These lightning presses, man. This card's annoying. It's so annoying. I'm not a huge fan of it. And Lexi, I don't really like playing it personally, but okay, this is a full hit. Alright, hit the 3 of kind out of their hand, please. Okay, 2 red arrows. That's not bad. Nope. Ooh, yeah. Do that, why not? I'm gonna Warmongers probably. I'm not gonna Warmongers now. So I can't play this. Can't even hammer. I can still... No, I can't Warmongers. I think I just make a surge and pass. As weird as that sounds. Just have the Starstruck in Arsenal. Yeah, I just don't really have a good play. It's had a weird hand. What a weird game. Why would you do this? I guess they're loading Voltaire off of tuning. That's a pretty good play. I like that. It's strong. Three card turn. Can't complain too much about that. This is like, there's an argument to arsenaling the Chokeslam with it being so low at this stage. But I mean, like, Starstruck, if I get to dominate that, it's super hard for them to deal with. Alright, what is this crazy on hit? Damage. Don't care about damage. Alright. What's this crazy on hit? That actually is relevant as well, but we will be going to 1 if we don't block some of this. Actually, 4. We go into 4. We have some block here and there. They play Lightning Press. Being at 4 is kind of scary. Already used 1 sigil. We'll probably draw another one decently soon. Because we have a Surge, we can still do this, dominate, play it. That's a big deal. This might be worth blocking, more so. I think it might. Just because it basically is a block 5. Let's do that. The downside if you're playing Lexi like this is when you start adding cards like Arctic Incarceration, if they're on fatigue, it's like really bad. It happened to be very good against us, but like you saw where their hand was like 2 non-attacks at this stage. That's really bad. And if they're having lightning presses in their deck too, that's even more misses. Like Premeditate, Tar Pit Trap, like they have a ton of misses. So their 3 of a kinds are going to be real bad. And they haven't even seen a 3 of a kind. Very fortunate for us. And this is also a guaranteed crush. It's not a guaranteed that they can't play, though. If they give New Horizons Tunic and a 3 block, they will still be able to go with a 1 for 5. Or even a 2 for 6 if they're playing the Battering Bolt, right? Yeah. So they have a 1 for 5 in hand, likely. And they'll just go +1 attack, call it a day. We'll get the Arsenal the Sigil. They very well could have a Codex here as well, which would be very, very good. So we're not going to play this card. Just going to have that as Arsenal fodder so we don't get random discarded. All right, 6 all. They have no armor. We have 2 armor. This is looking pretty good. And another D-React. Heck yeah. All right, +1. Show me the +1. If they go again, it's 100% a Codex. +1 attack. Okay. I'm gonna play Cranial here, so I'm just gonna get them armor and sync. They probably don't Arsenal. They do Arsenal, it's a non-attack. Okay. With it being a non-attack, this card's like pretty good. It's likely it's a 3 of a kind. So if it's a 3 of a kind, they give me 2 cards. Play a card. Go arrow, arrow. We block, block. We're good. Could be a premeditate. It's a Codex. They're getting rid of Codex. Wild. Wild. So yeah, I mean it's got to be a 3 of a kind, right? Okay, 3 of a kind from Arsenal. Endless arrow from Arsenal. Okay. Weird, weird. Yeah, this is not cool. We don't have a way to stop this very well. Because they can just fire? No, they can't. They don't have go again. This forces multiple cards out of their hand. Maybe it's right to just take. I think it is. It's good too. We theoretically can still live. Okay. So if it was a press, this would negate the press. It's kind of sketchy. I don't like being this far behind. Them having no 3x is just wild. They gotta give me one more card. Yeah. Yeah, you thought. Ooh. Blue Sleep Dart. So good. Playing CNCs as well, sure. Ooh. It's not bad. It's not good. Not good anymore. Okay, block, block. Then we're going to send 8. They'll likely take 2, because they need to be able to play something back. That should be game. Because now we can just start swinging hammer once they're at 1. And that's guaranteed 2 cards every turn. We can block 3. Blocking with 3 oak. One more, please. Thank you. If I was them, I'd 100% just keep that 3 oak. Can't play that, brother. Got a pitch. I'll let them do the turn. They have to go to 1 to be able to 3 oak. Alright. Yep. That's it. So this is likely going to be a block, 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 block. Yeah, block, 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 attack. Attack you. Tear us under. No, we won't be able to do that. Oh, that sucks. They drew all reds. That is unfortunate. Oh, nope. Got codex. Can't play that anyway. Perfect. Perfect resource card. Alright. Nothing good. Bolt and chop. Ooh, they have press it? No, they can't play press. Thank the Lord. They're not reloading that. Get out of here. Oh, I guess they are. It's a 1 cost. No. Rip. Oh, we knew about it too. Son of a gun. We are never, ever, ever playing this card. Give 2 cards, please. This is the situation you want to be in as a Guardian. Nice. Okay, so this turn cycle is likely going to be block, block, swing hammer, arsenal choke. That'll be the game. So that's the last lightning press. We don't really have to worry about that anymore, which is nice. Because of the way that they're playing, I think it's fine to just block like that. Theoretically, well, not theoretically, for sure we could have gone to 1 and then dominated this. Probably would have just ended the game anyway. But now we can just block, and then dominate it anyway. So, yeah. That'll be game. If somehow, some way, they're not dead, you would keep this card. Alright. Good game. Well, this deck is pretty good. At least the sideboard plan is. They're pretty much all the same. But, I mean, it's hard to argue with the results, right? Well, I hope everybody enjoyed. This is going to be it. We will be uploading these to YouTube, so please check those out. Like, comment, subscribe, all the good stuff. All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out. We'll see you next time.